Hello, my name is Arb, and welcome back to the channel. Today we've actually got some pretty exciting news about the latest updates from Pocket Pair for their game Palworld. So let's dive right into that and see what's new. Things off with major fixes. Pocket Pair has addressed some critical issues in the latest patch for Palworld. First, they fixed a problem causing the game to crash under specific conditions. Next up, a bug that allowed players to capture other players' pals or base pals with less than 30% HP using a sphere has also been patched. And for those of you tired of enemy pals like Peglet getting stuck in the walls due to their charge attacks, that appears to have been taken care of as well. Now, here's the significant update. The issue where the game would consistently crash and corrupt save data when a guild's total number of captured pals reached around 7,000 is now partially resolved. The game should not crash anymore after surpassing 7,000 pals, it says here, but they say that if your save data was already in this corrupt state, unfortunately, it looks like that still remains an issue they're still actively working on fixing. Moving on now to the key configuration updates. Pocket Pair has added support for mouse side keys and the numeric keypad, and they're not stopping there. They plan to introduce even more improvements, including options for interact key configuration. And I have to say, there has been nothing more annoying than trying to interact with things in my base only to mount my pal in the middle of it and get bugged and forced to restart because I'm just stuck on top of the thing. It's definitely a headache that I could have just easily resolved by just changing the configurations, but I'm glad to see that they're working on it and they're planning on adding this to the game. And also my gripe with mounting, that's actually addressed later on. Now let's talk about player issues that have also been resolved. Now it says here that players on dedicated servers and co-op online servers were experiencing double damage, and it looks like this now also appears to have been fixed. Also, if you're carrying more than your weight limit now, you can now move at a super slow speed as opposed to being just completely stuck at it looks like. Plus, they've ensured that players no longer pass through walls when dismounting. Again, a really nice quality of life update there. Some other player issues related to fixes included resolving a bug where capture power strengthened by the Lift Monk effigies was completely reset after using the memory reset drugs. So it appears that when you would lose all your Left Monk effigies, that was something that was a bug indeed, and they finally addressed it. So now we can use the memory reset drugs in order to, make our characters perhaps respec into our technology trees, so that way we can make better choices at the end game, and we're not just held with the choices we made in the early game while still trying to figure everything out and also not being as established resource-wise. Also, armor can no longer be equipped in the wrong slot, and they've adjusted the camera position for several pals to enhance visibility while mounted. Huge quality of life update. I really like this. On to base issues. Pals assigned manually to the breeding farm will no longer become hungry, and their manual assignments won't be removed. This is honestly a great thing because I kept having a Peglet leave the breeding farm when I was trying to make an Anubis, and hearing this fix now it's great news. And also, to prevent accidents, the key to lift pals has been changed. And for those of you with wooden buildings, there's been a reduction in the speed and range of fire spread. And I know in the building community of Palworld, this is going to be really great news for a lot of those players. And even though this is a massive W in my book, I definitely still want to see Pal AI improvements to also assist with this, because if we could just assign our pals to specific tasks, such as putting out these fires when the time arrived, we wouldn't really be having as many issues with the fires burning down the wood perhaps, but it is still good to see they decrease the speed and spread of which fire does move at. Additional base improvements include fixing issues with manual work assignments. They also fixed an issue where high-level relaxors would attack the base during raids. They took measures to stop base pals from getting stuck while transporting items and would drop them on the spot. I had this happen with quite a bit of my level 3 transporting pals. They would just continually pick things up and drop them. And as you can see here on the screen, there's several other fixes for issues with PALs, specifically regarding their AI as well. And these are all looking like really great changes here. And under other improvements, they've corrected incorrect text and added measures to prevent cheating and stealing other players' PALs, and implemented many other minor fixes, including the addition of a UI key guide. And that's all for all the updates from Pocket Pair on Palworld. It's evident they're putting a lot of effort into addressing major problems and improving the player experience. But tell me, what are your thoughts on these updates? Drop me a comment down below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates like this. And I just want to say, if you got this far into the video, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next one. Alright, take care. Bye.